Happening, everyone? Welcome back to the Buck Stops here. I know we normally run the Don't Gas podcast on a Thursday at 9, but had to make some last minute changes as you know these things happen, and the show must go on. So, seeing as it's just myself today, made more sense to do the Buck Stops here, particularly after this week's football as well. I thought it was a good chance to have a look back at this week and see what's actually happened Premier League wise this week. So before I get into that, please remember, like, subscribe, comment, share. All your comments will be read out, and support what we're doing here at Don't Gas. Hit subscribe. It's free. It's easy. Just hit the subscribe button and show your support for the Don't Gas team and Don't Gas movement. So first of all, how can I not start by talking about Enzo Maresca? What a situation. Now, it's been rumored over the past, couple of weeks that there's been some issues behind the scenes at Chelsea, which is nothing new. If you know Chelsea, there's always something going on, and they go through managers like nobody's business anyway. So this is not anything new if you're a Chelsea fan. Or if you're a fan of the Premier League, because we see it all the time with Chelsea. But Maresca apparently has come out and said to Chelsea, the Chelsea owners, on 2 separate occasions that he's been in talks with Man City, potentially about taking over if Pep Guardiola was to step down, which for me is a really, really strange thing to do. I mean, how much more can you tell your boss you don't want to work here? That for me is crazy. Like, I think that's a little bit disrespectful from his side, to be honest with you. And believe me, I am not Chelsea's biggest fan. But you got to look at things rationally. And, nobody wants their manager doing that. And for me, that was bang out of order. And allegedly, there's a lot of things behind the scenes that he's unhappy with. He's unhappy with the signings, which is strange because from what I'm led to believe, he's had a say and definitely an input into the signings Chelsea have made. Chelsea have not held any funds back. They've spent massive amounts of money since Maresca's been there. What's he been there, 18 months? Massive amounts in the transfer windows. So how can you complain, There was apparently he was unhappy with not getting a replacement for Levi Colwill because he was going to be out, obviously, long term, and he was unhappy about that. But who are you going to get in, Maresca? Who is it that you wanted to sign? Because Liverpool needed a centre-back and tried to get one. They tried to get Mark Guehi, and they couldn't get him over the line. So who are you actually going out to get that you would be so unhappy that it will put you in a position where you don't want to be there anymore? Or is that just an excuse because you feel like you're lined up for this City job? It's all really, really strange, And as I say, if he is replacing Pep Guardiola, does that mean that it's Guardiola's last season at City? Because that I wasn't sure about. I didn't think it would be. It looks like he's at the beginning of a rebuild here. I know he's been there a long time, but it looks like he's at the beginning of a rebuild. Or is it a case of he's just trying to get them to a stable place with a new set of players for the new guy coming in? And he is one of Pep Guardiola's former assistants as well. So, I'm sure over the coming weeks we'll find out exactly what's going on with this whole Enzo Maresca thing. But a couple of other things have come up since as well that I've been reading. Apparently, there's some war of words with Enzo Maresca, and the Daily Mail have reported a bizarre new twist as the club claim the sacked manager lacks mental fortitude and emotional maturity. And, is it going to be a bit of a back and forth now between Chelsea and Enzo Maresca? I don't know. The reports are all saying that Chelsea are going to be getting a manager in quickly. So this isn't something that's going to take a long time. They are looking to get someone in permanently. Liam Rosnier at Strasbourg is meant to be the favourite at the moment. But there's also, you got rumoured Roberto De Zerbi. Kieran McKenna, can't see that happening, but that has been mentioned as well. You got the Porto manager, Farioli. Again, not sure if that's going to happen. We've seen what's happened with Portuguese managers coming over to the Premier League, haven't we, Man United? Frank Lampard, Coventry. Is he going to want to go back to Chelsea? I know that's his club and everything, but he's already been there and done that. And I mean, yeah, he did well in his first year with no transfer window and using a lot of young players. But the following season, it just fell apart. So, is he ready to come back? Maybe he is. And I'm hearing the second favourite for the job is Cesc Fabregas. He's another name that has popped up for this job at Chelsea. So we're going to see what's going to happen. They said it's going to be quick. They said it's going to be a permanent signing. There's no caretaker manager business this time. It is going to be a permanent deal. So let's keep an eye out and see what happens there. Moving on. I'm going back to this result. I know we spoke about this on Don't Gas the Badge, but I'm bringing it up anyway because there's a couple of things I want to talk about here. First of all, I was tired of hearing how many people were saying that we're gonna flop here. We're gonna crumble. Villa have got our number. Wouldn't you rather have Emery? Imagine Emery if he'd have been given a chance at Arsenal and blah 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 blah. Well, what happened in the end? They got a beat down and they got a little consolation right at the end. But it was 4-0. Let's not forget that. They were getting battered. They had a few chances first half and Arsenal didn't really find their feet first half. But second half, it was all Arsenal. Absolutely all Arsenal. To the point at the final whistle, Emery, what did he do? Just straight down the tunnel, man. Not even waiting to shake hands or anything like that. And his excuse was outrageous, talking about, the first thing I do is shake the opposition manager's hand, but he was with his staff. Watch Arsenal. Anytime we win, anytime we lose, no matter what the score is, you'll see Arteta go straight to his staff first. He does it every single game. So this is nothing new for Emery, and he's faced Arteta a few times now. I just think it's a case of sour grapes. He was fuming. He got embarrassed at the Emirates. Sorry, Emery. I rate you. I think you're a top manager. I think that it was just bad timing when you came in at Arsenal, because I do think if Emery came in at a different time, I thought anyone who came in when Emery came into Arsenal was going to have a bad time. You know what I mean? So I do rate him as a manager, but definite sour grapes there. Definite sour grapes, man. And speaking of sour grapes, just before I get into that, actually, let's get some comments up here. Triller, honest slot to Chelsea. Wow. And Arsenal had the ref in their pocket. It seems like more sour grapes to me. They're all waiting for us to lose. They're all waiting for us to bottle it. They're all waiting for us to crumble. It just doesn't seem to be happening. I love it, man. I love it. Keep the hate coming, man. You know I love the hate, man. So keep the hate coming. But yeah, man. Speaking of sour grapes, Emi Martinez, yeah. This baby, like, he is, in the words of Roy Keane, what a baby. Like, this guy, right? First of all, I'm going to play a video and show you what this guy did, because all you saw was at the end of the game, there was a video of him walking down the tunnel, Arsenal fans shouting and swearing at him, and all I could see in the comments was, disgraceful Arsenal fan. You know, the usual rhetoric. Shameful Arsenal fans. How they swear at him. Oh, no. I mean, God forbid anyone swore ever in life. I mean, come on. But what you didn't see was what happened before the game. Let's run this. Yeah. Triller, that's the only thing that was in our pocket, the 3 points. But yeah, what he did, he came out at the start of the game, before the game kicked off, and he went to the tunnel and he did his usual shithousery, which Martinez is very well known for doing. He's come out and decided he's going to warm up right there in front of the Arsenal fans in the tunnel. He's done it purposely. Nobody else was there. No other teammates were warming up there. He's come out and done that purposely. So he thought he would do that, and then thought he wouldn't get a bit back. I'm sorry, babe. You got a bit back on the way out. That was how it goes, man. And now you got to cry and lick your wounds, you know? Just letting 4 goals, bro. And what's he come out and said? He's come out and said, this is allegedly, but it's been posted over social media. I've seen it on X. I've seen it on Insta. Apparently, it's been on Facebook. There are YouTube videos as well. And what does he come out and say? I hope this Man City teams wins the league. Wah! And again, in the words of Roy Keane, what a baby. He needs to focus on himself. And this shows you that Villa are never in this title race. The fact that he's not that far away and hopes that Man City win the title race is telling all Villa fans out there he doesn't believe you lot can do it. Don't get me wrong. I don't either. But this your goalkeeper. He shouldn't be talking like this. Oh, man, it's too funny, man. It's too funny. But yeah, so other Premier League results today. I'm not going through all of the results because we did that on the badge on Tuesday. But wow, what a boring day for football today. Well, it depends how you look at it. Palace 1, Fulham 1. Mateta scoring for Palace and Kearney scoring for Fulham. And that was the only goals we got in today's football. Flipping hell. Liverpool 0, Leeds United 0. Sunderland 0, Man City 0. Brentford 0. And the Spuds 0. The Spuds, aka Tottenham Hotspur, if you don't know. Yeah. But I'm happy because that Sunderland 0, Man City 0. I remember we drew 2-2 with Sunderland, and all the haters came out of the woodworks. All the haters come out of the woodworks talking about, you drop points at Sunderland. You're meant to be winning games like this. You're meant to be going for the league. Blah blah blah. Well, Sunderland at home, when they're at home, have taken points off, I think, every big club they played this season, and they've just done it to City. So we drew 2-2 there. They drew 0-0 there. Let's see if all the haters come out now and start talking about City the way they were talking about us. I doubt it's going to happen. But, that's what haters do, innit, man? But, this is what we got to put up with, man. But, yeah, so today's Premier League games, yeah, 2 goals in 4 out of 4 games. And there wasn't even any AFCON on to kind of balance it or anything today. So, yeah, bit of a boring day in the Premier League. But, not for me as an Arsenal fan. I needed City to drop points. I'm happy with that. We stretch our lead at the top to 4 points now. So after 19 games now, Arsenal at top, 45 points. City second on 41. Villa in third on 39. Liverpool in fourth and make up the top 4 on 33 points. And then you've got Chelsea in that 5th spot on 30 points. And right down at the bottom, I'm not doing all the middle stuff. We know where other teams are. Tottenham. Scroll FC, that's what I'm calling you, man, because you're scroll the league table to find your team right now. West Ham, Burnley and Wolves making up that bottom 3. Wolves are just doomed. I think everyone knows it. They know it. We know it. The players know it. I think they must mentally just be preparing for next season and what they're going to do next season, because this season's a write-off, man. 3 points, unheard of after 19 games. Unheard of. Could go down as the worst ever side in Premier League history. Wolverhampton Wanderers, man. We did talk about this a few weeks ago on the badge, and people weren't sure back then. It was like, I don't know, Derby, they weren't that good. Listen, Wolves, I don't know where a win is coming from for them. I just don't get it. But, what I don't understand with Wolves is when they're playing the bigger sides, they seem to put this effort in. They seem to put this big effort in against the big sides. And then when they play the other sides, the mid-tables, the lower league table sides, it's like they just don't put the same effort in. So that, for me, is a mentality thing. This is the players. If the players can get up for a game against Arsenal, because, listen, they made it difficult for us. They made it difficult for United. They made it difficult for a lot of sides at the top end. What about the rest of these teams? Why are they not putting the effort in with them? So I don't know what's going to happen with Wolves. And just finally, Middlesbrough. Did you lose again today? I think you did. Blunt, you'll let me know. But that's 4 games, if I'm not wrong, without a win. Like, what's going on? You lot are meant to be pushing for automatic promotion. And this is Championship, by the way, for anyone listening. Borough meant to be going for automatic promotion, but they're down in 3rd now. So they need to sort it out. But apparently today, they just weren't taking chances. Apparently they were the better side, just weren't taking chances. And then go and concede a goal. And, yeah, they need to find a win. Anyways. It's been an interesting week. It's been a fun week. I've enjoyed it. It's been good if you're an Arsenal fan. If you are, let us know whether you think we can go on and achieve what we haven't done in the last few years, where we've been finishing second. Have we got what it takes now to actually push on and actually do this thing? Because I don't know about you lot, I'm sick of second place, man. We need a trophy now. It's that time, isn't it? So yeah, we'll see what happens there. We'll be back on Tuesday with Don't Gas the Badge with myself and JD. So make sure you tune in for that at 9 p.m. GMT. And I believe next week we've also got Don't Gas the Belt. So Blunt will be on with Don't Gas the Belt next week as well. And I'm not sure yet if it's going to be a Don't Gas podcast or a Buck Stops here next Thursday, but we will update you a bit earlier in the week. Anyway, remember, please like, subscribe, comment, share, and really support what we're doing here. I just got one more message from Triller there. Borrow shit. I don't know what it is with you, you JD, and Borrow, man. You just don't like him. I don't know. Blunt, you got to take it up with him, man. I don't know. Anyway, as I said, like, share, and comment, please. And we will be back on Tuesday at 9 p.m. We hope to see you there. Peace.